there. For today's class, I recommend I like 2 sets of weights if you happen to have those on hand so that you have a variety, right? And maybe even a set of yoga blocks. We're not going to use those for anything other than possibly bracing under your palms as a little lift when we come into some one leg halfway lift stuff. But you could also use a set of soup cans for that, or water bottles, or you could use your hand weights on their sides as props, or you don't need to do any of that. So whatever floats your boat. And I want to get started. I'm going to mute everybody. I'll play that song later. Like I said, fix your screens if you want. Let me know if anybody needs any technical assistance on making their computer screen big for your viewing pleasure. Cool. Okay, let's get started. I would like us to start in child's pose. Come to your mat, knees wide enough so that you can walk your torso down to rest in between your thighs. And give yourself room for your ribs to breathe that expansion and deflating that they naturally take on as you inhale and exhale. Really take on any breathing that feels comfortable for you. You can seal your lips, you can breathe in the nose, out your mouth, anything that feels good so long as you're getting full breaths. And just focus on feeling your body right now in this space. The pressure points of your elbows, your arms, your palms, perhaps, maybe your knees, shins, tops of your feet into the ground, forehead in the ground possibly. Just thinking of the length you're creating in your spine and the back body. Just weighting your hips on top of your heels, feeling the stretch in your sweet ankles. And take your elbows a little bit wide towards the outer edges of your mat to soften in your shoulders even more. And we'll just be here a couple more rounds of breath. And on your next inhale, draw your nose towards your brow crease just to feel that length in your spine. And on your next exhale, weight your hips even more down onto your heels. About 2 more cycles of breath. Getting ready to move our body, letting go of the day we've already had. On your next inhale, press into your palms. Come up to all fours, drawing your knees in an alignment under your hips. Nice, cats and cows. Let your belly soften down. Gently reach forward through the crown of your head without hinging in the neck so much. Reach the sitting bones back. And exhale, round your spine towards the sky, chin into chest. See if you can look at your navel or in between your thighs. Then move with your breath. Maybe you tuck and untuck your toes, breathe in, stretch the soles of your feet as you open your heart, and then press your shins into the mat as you exhale and round your spine. Taking time to match the breath with movement and enjoying this little bit of warm up in the body before we start to go beast mode crazy. And start to sway your hips side to side, look over the opposite shoulder, stretch the side bodies a little more. Perhaps you point your fingertips to the outer edges of your mat, take a couple rolls for the hips, the hamstrings, the glutes, the shoulders. Just a few more rounds of breath to explore in your body, see where you're at today, how you're feeling. And getting ready to move on, just come to that sweet tabletop pose. We'll find hovered knees. So tuck your toes, press into your palms, and hover the knees about 1 or 2 inches off the mat. So we're starting to warm up the core right here. Actively draw your belly button up towards the sky, towards your spine and beyond. We're going to step 1 foot back at a time to high plank. So you can start the right foot, the left foot, find that nice high plank shape, still actively lifting through the navel. And then walk your feet back into hovered knees, tabletop. And just like that, go 1 leg at a time, high plank. And 1 leg at a time, take it back, keep your spine long. And inhale for that plank pose. And exhale as you squeeze the knees in, lighting up the core. Just walking it out. So you want to check in with your shoulders here and make sure you're not sinking your torso down into the armpits. You want to actively be pressing away so the muscles in the back are spread wide. And we'll just go 4 more times. Lengthen and squeeze it in. 3 more. Last 2. Last one, walk it back. Bring it in. Hold here for 8, 7, down dog in just 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send the hips back. You might need to walk your feet back a little bit in space. Start to pedal it out. Maybe you sway your heels side to side and even stretch the side bodies here. Listen to all the pops and cracks and wake up the legs, the toes, the ankles. A little bit of juicy lovin' stretching through the back line of your body. So the calves and the hamstrings, as well as your back, especially the low back. About another round of breath in and out. And settle into your sweet down dog. Nice, so we'll root down into your left foot and into both of your palms. Sweep your right leg up towards the sky and just fill the length. Take a breath in, then exhale, scorpion dog. Bend your knee and open up the knee towards the sky. Stretch out the side bodies, the hips, especially your psoas. Nice. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring your knee towards your right arm. Just try to tap a little bit above the elbow if possible. And inhale back up to scorpion dog. And exhale, bring your knee to your opposite arm, your left arm, take it across. Try to tap above your elbow, shoulders over the wrists. Nice, inhale all the way up and back, scorpion. This time exhale, tap the right arm, same leg. Pause here. With an inhale, knee lowers towards your wrist. With an exhale, squeeze it up towards your upper arm. Inhale, scorpion dog, all the way up and back. And same thing, but exhale to the other arm, sweep it across, tap up high. Inhale, lower to your wrist. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, scorpion dog. Exhale, same arm, tap and pause. Now we're going to trace a box. So tapping high on that arm, sweep it across to your other arm, lower to that opposite arm wrist, take it back across to that same arm, squeeze up. So we'll go 4 times. Over, down, back, up. 3 more. Over, down, back, up. Last 2. Across, down, back across, and up. Last 1. Take it over, trace your box, bring it all the way up. Scorpion dog. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge, step between your hands. Nice. Left palm is your base, so open up your right palm, get this nice juicy twist in the body. Make sure your back heel's high on the toes, hug the inner thighs. Big breath in. And exhale, elbow to your inner arch of your foot. Try to take it low, hugging the inner thighs, warming up the legs as well as the core. Maybe you get so low you rest the forearm on the ground. Hug your right knee in and line over your ankle, but hugging it in towards the shoulder girdle. Nice, and on your inhale, reach up. And 3 more times, exhale. Squeeze that arm down, maybe touching the inner arch of your foot with your elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, tap it down. Getting some rotation in the spine as well as activating the core. 1 more time, reach up. Exhale, take it low. Inhale, back up. This time, exhale, plant your palm under your shoulder. Bring your back knee down, walk your right foot to the outer upper edge of your mat, and let your hips melt forward and down. Stretch into that left hip flexor, your groin. You can rock side to side gently, add on any motion, just get into the body. Maybe you bring your right palm to your right inner thigh, gently press it open as you bring your gaze over your right shoulder. Make sure the right knee and toes stay in the same direction. So as your knee swivels, so will your toes, like you're pivoting with your heel on the ground. So 1 more round of breath, stretch and enjoy this time. And exhale, plant your foot, bring your palm back underneath you, tuck your left toes, lift your knee, step it back, downward facing dog. Pedaling, pedaling, loving it, loving it. Shift the weight onto your right foot, inhale your left leg to the sky, get long. And then exhale to bend your knees, scorpion dog. Open up the left hips. Feel the psoas muscles stretching, loving juiciness. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to upper left arm. Hold there. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, take it up and back, scorpion. Exhale, swivel across. Tap your opposite arm. Inhale, scorpion dog. Exhale, tap your same upper arm, hold. On your inhale, lower to your wrist. Exhale, squeeze it up. Scorpion dog, inhale. Exhale, opposite upper arm. Lower down towards the wrist, breathe in. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, scorpion dog. Here we go with our boxes. Exhale, tap the same upper arm. Sweep it across, lower down, and back to the same starting arm. Squeeze up, across, down, and over like you're drawing a box. Down and across, lift, across, down, and back. One more time, squeeze, across, lower, tap, lift up, and inhale, scorpion dog. Exhale, low lunge, step it down. Whoo! Right palm is your base. Sweep your left arm to the sky and enjoy the stretch. Maybe roll your wrists a little bit. Bring that right heel up, hug your inner thighs, take a breath in. And exhale, bend your elbows. See if you can lower it down the inseam of your leg, maybe tapping it towards your inner arch. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, take it low, tap that arch. 2 more times, breathe and squeeze. Lengthen it up and take it down. Reach for the sky, inhale. Exhale, plant your palm under your shoulder, back knee down. Bring your left foot to the top outer edge of your mat and let your hips sink forward and down, stretching that hip flexor. You can even go onto wrists. My friends with sensitive wrists, you can make fists to take tension off the wrist if you'd like. Shoulders away from the ears. Maybe you gently apply pressure to the left inner thigh. Take your shoulder back and look past it to the left back of the room. One more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Gently bring your palm back under your shoulder, plant your foot, lift your right knee, step it back, downward facing dog. Pedaling it out, take a big breath in. Exhale, open mouth, side out. Nice, friends. Inhale, soft knees, look at the top of your mat. And exhale, you can walk up or float there, ragdoll pose at the top. Hinge through the knees just a little bit. Grab your elbow creases and let your head hang heavy, crown of head towards the earth. And find some gentle, slow movement. Methodical in nature, serving you. Maybe you nod your head no and yes if you feel like there is tension being held. We want to release all that. And one more round of breath. Long spine, starting to straighten the legs. And release your palms to the ground. You can toe heel your feet in to touch if you would like, or keep them under your hips. If you toe heel them in, your heels are staying apart in the back as your toes touch. And slowly round to rise, chin into chest till you get to the top. And sweep your arms to the sky, mountain pose, Tadasana. Root your heels down into the mat, get even taller, engage your glutes and your quads, reach up, knit your ribs in, inhale. Exhale, dive down, forward fold, hinge at those hip creases. Nice, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, Tadasana, come all the way back up, repeat, get tall. This time, exhale, chair, send the booty back. You can bring your hands to your heart. So you just want to draw the knees back and shimmy the shins back. Make sure your heart stays above your hips as much as you need to bend, that's fine. Shift the weight into your left foot. We're just going to tap the right foot out, pointing the toe, really stable on the left leg, and then squeeze it back. So out and in, tapping it out. Hands can do whatever you need them to do right now. So you're starting to feel it in the left leg and hip, especially as it's your balance. then extending, pointing the toe, and coming back in. Nice. You can use your breath to squeeze that exhale. Just go with it for 8, 7, 6, 5. Maybe sit a little bit deeper on that left side. Last 3, 2, and 1. Still balanced on that left foot, working our right hip flexor. Draw your knee up and tap down. You don't have to touch the ground, but you can if you want. We're really balanced on the left leg and squeezing up the right leg. You can point your toe, flex it if that feels better. I like the point. Working that hip flexor right here. Lift, squeeze for 8, 7, 6, 5. See if you can still sit deep on that left leg. Last 3, 2, foot down on 1. Plant it. Woo! Sink back in. Feel how the weight might feel uneven, yeah? Weight now to the right foot. Tap your left foot out. Point the toes, long leg. Take it back. Point and squeeze it in. Just really press your right heel down so you can feel that right hip light up. Tap and squeeze. Let your breath go with your motion. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hip flexor work in 3, 2, 1. Lift your knee up. Squeeze it up. Point or flex the toe, up to you. Try to melt back a little bit more into your chair. Stay balanced on that right leg. Feel the inner thighs. Try to squeeze inwards. That'll light up the core, the glutes. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Foot down in 2, 1. Chair pose, feet down. Feel the balance. Hopefully it feels balanced out. Let's bop our booty up and down. And in a way, when you squeeze the butt muscles back as you lower, it's kind of like getting a little stretch, right? Sit back. Use your arms to support you. Maybe you reach out, reach through your heart. That'll help balance you as you send the butt back even more. Woo! Weight is in your heels, so sink down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it low, and 2. Hold low right here. Hold it low. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Release. Nice. Woo. Find a halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. And a high plank as you exhale. Step your feet back. Palms stay under the shoulders. Awesome work, friends. Take your right leg and hover it. So you're in a plank. You're hovering. Breathe in. And it's a side crunch as you exhale. Squeeze that knee to the outer arm. Just tap. Re-lengthen and tap. Breathe. Exhale. And you can always bring the back knee down for this. That's fine. Keep the side body long and the core working by drawing the navel up. You will still get a side crunch here. Letting the obliques work for 8, 7, 6, 5. Soften your elbows just a little bit. 4, 3. High plank in 2. And 1. Step it back. Woo. We go other side. Hover your left leg. Breathe in. Exhale. Squeeze to that outer arm. Inhale back. Exhale. Squeeze. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. You can always bring that back knee down. It's a side crunch. So really squeeze the belly button. Squeeze the midline. 8, 7, 6. Keep your spine long. Last 4, 3. Down dog in 2, 1. Set it up. Downward facing dog. Big inhale. Even bigger exhale. 1 more deep inhale. Let that breath go. Amazing. Sweep your right leg up and back. Breathe in. Low lunge, step between your palms. Set it up, crescent lunge, slowly rise. So scissor the inner thighs, right knee over ankle, and left heel high. You can put your hands wherever your shoulders like it. Maybe reaching for the sky if that feels accessible. Settle in, left hip is drawing forward, so melt into those legs. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lean and fly, sweep your arms back.
Hinge forward, reach through the crown of your head. So the legs really didn't move. You hinged at the hip crease. You're reaching, reaching, reaching. Hug your shoulders down, draw the little fingers together. Slide up the triceps with body weight. Squeeze the back muscles together. Nice. Inhale, come back up, crescent lunge. This time exhale, hands to your heart and bend the back knee down to a hover. Just like our tabletop hover at the beginning, it's an inch or two from the earth. And we're just gonna hold. So a nice time to catch your breath maybe. Let the legs do work, they're really strong, you've got this. So sink into those legs and actively pull your left knee towards your right heel and vice versa. Let that activate everything from your hamstring and calf to the quads, and even getting into those psoas, the inner thighs, and up into the lower abdominal region. Soften your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Hold for 8, 7, 6. Get a little deeper. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Rise up. And as you exhale, just bring your left foot forward like a warrior 1. So the right knee stays bent for now. The left heel welds into the ground and your left toes face the top left corner of your mat. And hands can come down to your heart. We're going to straighten the front leg. So no longer in a warrior 1, getting into our pyramid pose. Hips stay level. You can bring your hands to hip creases, heart, or maybe capture opposite elbows. Breathe in as you lengthen. And as you exhale, start to fold halfway, like your halfway lift in your torso. Parallel it to the ground. Look at the top edge of your mat. Check your hips. Make sure your right hip, knee, and toes are in line. And pull your left hip forward to join in a parallel line. Breathe here for a moment. Soft shoulders. And drawing the front of your torso upwards. So you have that engagement. Just another round of breath. You can bring your palms to your thigh. And if you'd like, you can start to deepen here, keeping the hips where they are, just sliding down maybe to your ankle or top of foot. Hands can come to blocks or off to the side. You can give yourself a little extra deep fold if you'd like. Big inhale, big exhale. Nice. We'll find a halfway lift. So palms under the shoulders. Breathe in to get length. And as you exhale, lift your left leg and walk your palms forward, keeping them under your shoulders. This is where if you have the blocks and you wanted, you could come up to blocks. You have 3 settings, so you can lift yourself. If you don't have blocks, you can put your hands on soup cans, water bottles, or even take your weights and rest on those. The trick here is we don't want to rely on anything under our hands really to hold us. They're just there as a little extra support, but not to do the work, yeah? All right, reach through your left toes, rainbow, take it across the midline, try to tap to the ground, squeeze the glute up, and rainbow to the outer left side. Squeeze to the top, and rainbow side to side. Now you can bend into your right leg as much as you need. It is your stable base, so press that right heel down. Use that exhale to squeeze your left glute, make it work for you to lift. Nice, we're almost there. 4 more. And 3, going all the way side to side. You've got 2 more. Whew, my right leg is screaming. 1 more, all the way. Take it back up, hover that leg. Woo. Bend your knee so your thigh is parallel to the ground. Flex your toes, kick your heel up. We're gonna pulse that up. My right butt cheek is having major drama, being the stable leg. So if you need to shake anything out, shake it out and come right back to us. Donkey kick up in the left foot for 8, 7, 6. Soften your shoulders. Last 4, 3, hold and pulse in 2, and 1, little pulse. Squeeze that butt muscle, lift, 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 lift for 4, 3, 2, lengthen your leg out on 1. Hold it out long, woo, body weight. Take a breath in. Exhale, Shiva squat. Tap the back of your calf with your knee. Long and squeeze. Lengthen, kick back, pull it all together. Woo. Now, if you want a little more challenge, you can lift your right heel as you Shiva squat, getting a little more into that right calf. We've got 4 more here. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Breathe in as you extend your leg. Low lunge as you exhale. Palms on the ground. Step it back, high plank. An option for chaturanga or go to down dog. Shift forward, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog, maybe cobra with the knees grounded. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a round of breath here, sway the hips side to side if that feels juicy and good for you. And take a round of breath. Awesome, friends, you're amazing. All right, inhale to your plank. Hover your left leg behind you and squeeze and tap your left arm. Reach, squeeze, reach, squeeze. For 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. 3-leg dog, sweep your left leg up and down. And low lunge, step between your legs. Carefully, cautiously press and lunge, rise. Set it all up. I'm getting to stretch that right hip flexor right here. Enjoy that for a juicy minute. Reach your arms to the sky if that's accessible. Soften the shoulders from your ears. Sink a little deeper into your feet. Pull your right hip to the front center right here. She's shining just as brightly as your left hip. Take a breath in. Exhale, lean and fly. Squeeze the arms back. Light up your triceps. Draw your pinkies in. Root into your left foot. Fill that left glutes. Nice. Press off your back toes. Get a little more length here. On your next inhale, rise back up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart, double bend the right knee. Hover with these 90-degree bends. Pull your shoulders in line over your hips. And breathe. Parallel your chin to the ground. See if you can deepen a little bit more here as you hold. Remember to draw front knee, or actually back knee to front heel. Vice versa, meet in the middle. Pull your belly in, sink a little deeper if you keep lifting out of it like I do. It's okay. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Sink into your front foot a little more. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your heart. Find that warrior 1 stance. Back heel in the ground, toes pivot to the top right corner of your mat. Melt into that left knee for a second. Shine your hips forward equally. They're both just as important here in the show. Nice, straighten your left leg. Feel the length in your body. Hands to heart, hips, or grab your elbows. Non-dominant grip this time from before. Keep the front line long. Hinge from the hip creases. Fold halfway. And we're not looking forward and cramming our neck. Chin is slightly tucked. So you've got this nice reach through the crown and feel your shoulders hug down. Soften the left knee as much as you need. Stretching the hamstring, reaching forward, finding length. Back heel stays down. If it's having trouble touching the earth, you could always fold your mat under it or a hoodie or something, or step forward a little bit more. Listen to your breath. And if you'd like to, you can bring your hands to your thighs, your thigh rather, and maybe start to slide down, hinging from your hip creases, right hip still pulling forward. Come down either to blocks the earth, top of your shin, and just hold a little more deeply here. Big breath in, big breath out. Nice. And find your halfway lift just to really get long. Fold lastly, deeply here over the left leg. Nice. On your next inhale, come forward, lift your back leg. And you can use those blocks again if you have them, or any other prop, or just have your hands on the ground, or even bring them to your heart. Challenge yourself with balance. Point your right toes, pivot your right little toe to the ground. And then to the left, rainbow up and over, tap towards the ground or tap the ground, bend your left knee a little bit. Exhale, squeeze it to the center and rainbow to the other side. So use that breath, make your right butt cheek do that work. And stretching through the hips just a little bit through the obliques as you go to the opposite side. Soften through your shoulders. And if you are using props under your hands, just check yourself a few times to make sure all your body weight isn't resting down on top of them. And squeeze the butt. That's the work here. Soften your left knee as much as you might want, because that stability leg is doing quite a bit. Last 4, 3, last 2. Hold your leg up on 1. Nice. Now bend your knee, flex your toes, heel to the sky, stomp and kick. Boom. Using the right hamstring and the right glute, kick up, fire up those muscles, squeeze all that muscle to your bone. For 4, 3, 2, hold and pulse it up on 1. Make sure your shin, or rather your calf, oh my goodness, your thigh is parallel to the ground, and just squeeze up. Squeeze that right butt for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen your leg, breathe in, Shiva squat, breathe out. Tap the back of your opposite calf and get long and get low. We want the hips to go below the heart here, so get some movement. If you want to press off the left toes as you extend your right leg, bring your calf into play by all means. Last 4 and 3, last 2, last 1, hold it out, breathe in, and low lunge, exhale, take it back. Step back to a high plank, option for chaturanga, take it if you want, knees can always come down. Inhale, up dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale, big exhale, whoo. Hinge forward to a high plank. Have a light weight in reach. We'll take our right palm up, side plank, pivot your heels to the left, reach your right arm up with or without a light weight. No weight is fine. And we're just gonna come back down, put your weight in the center, pivot your heels to the right, take the left palm up with or without that light weight, right above the shoulder girdle, and bring it back down. Just going side to side. Take your time. Activate the underside body. So your obliques are working for you as you squeeze up. Nice. We've just got 4 more. Pump and lift. Side to side. 3 more. Last 2. And give me 1 more. Pump, lift, reach. High plank. Take a breath in. Down dog. Send your hips back. Woo, nice. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, release. And coming back in a chair with weights, I'm going to recommend bistepping weights. If you want, you can always switch out. Bring your hands to your heart. Nice. So from your chair, bring your elbows wide. Yeah, your elbows can be wide, that's fine. Weights are about at the heart. So shifting the weight to your left foot, we've got that toe tap. As we toe tap, we're going to open up the elbows wide and then bring it back in. Just to the right, left foot is base. Try to bend that left knee a little bit more, send the booty back, tap and pull to center. So your weights are pivoting as they face in, and then they face the earth actually when your elbows come up. You can switch out weights or no weights, whatever you need. Pull your core in tight, that'll protect your back. We want the spine long. And remember, this is a chair shape, so try to send the booty back, bending a little more into that left knee. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, left foot stays base in 3, 2, and 1. Hands to your heart, step your right foot back to warrior 1. So left foot stays forward. That was our base. Shoulders down your back. We've got bicep curls, 90-degree bends, waist face up. Breathe in, exhale, lift. Down to 90, up to shoulders. You want to see both of your hips in the front. So pulling that right hip forward. Bring your shoulders back. over your hips. Exhale on the rise. That's the exertion point. For 8, 7, melt a little deeper into the legs, especially that front heel. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hands to heart on 1. Bring your hands to your heart, step forward, chair. Nice. And then you can see how you might feel uneven. Right foot is your base, left toes squeeze out and open up those elbows again. Center, lift. Center, point the toe. Exhale, elbows wide. Right foot is your base. Sink into that heel, send the booty back. Keep the chair to this work for 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh yeah. 4, 3, center and 2, and 1. Left foot steps back, warrior 1. So your right knee stays bent. Round 2, bicep curls. Hug the biceps in by your armpits. Lift and lower. Shoulders high over those hips, spine long, and then melt into the legs. Press the feet down, feel the energy work. We're going to focus on the biceps, actively engage. A gentle grip on your weights if using them. For 8, last 7 here. 6, 5, 4, 3, hands to heart in 2 and 1. Bring your hands in, step forward, chair pose one last time. We're gonna sit low, bring your weights together, face them up so your elbows are bent, pulse right here. It's a dip down, dip. Weight is in the heels, really pull the core in tight. That'll protect the low back, keeping your spine long for 8, 7, 6, can you get deeper? Last 4, 3, hold it low in 2, 1, sit your lowest, sink it down, be very gentle, let your weights come by your side, shoulders down your back, sit even deeper, but still in your chair, hold for 4, 3, forward fold in 2, 1, put the weights down, forward fold, woo, you can move them off to the front of your mat, halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, high plank. Nice. So from your beautiful, sweet, juicy high plank, we've got some little 2-inch push-ups with a side crunch. So if you want, you can start with the push-ups, just 2 inches up and down, lower lift, option for knees down. And then when you're ready, if you even want to go there, draw your opposite arm over and take it back. And you can go side to side alternating. Now, friends, you can go deep full push-up. I don't feel quite as strong and ready with my shoulders and arms, so I stick to those 2 inches. You do you. Keep going. I stop and talk sometimes. That's the luxury of being me in this moment. Last 8. Nice, Enid. 7, 6. Keep reaching through the crown of your head. Yeah, Paul. 5, 4, 3, 2. Down dog on 1. Bring your knees back up if they were down. Send your hips to the sky. Pedal it out. Take a big breath in. Sigh a big breath out. Amazing. Inhale, soft knees. Look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, let it go. Inhale, standing mountain rise all the way to the top. And exhale, hands to your heart. Start to jog in place. You can run in place. You can jump rope. I'm going to set up our Cupid Shuffle. So you keep moving, keep your body active while I set it up. The fun thing is, just so you know, if you didn't get a chance, it's chorus says to the right. So we'll always come to our high plank. When it says to the right, it only says it 4 times. You tap your foot to the right. Then it says to the left. You tap your foot to the left. It only says it 4 times. Then it says kick. So you'll alternate 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it says walk it out. So you'll mountain climbers, fast or slow, up to you. Nice. I'm going to make sure you all can hear the music. It's not this song, but I want to set up the volume first. Thumbs up if y'all can hear music. Perfect. Cupid Shuffle is coming now. All right. This is it. So you can come into a high plank, and we're gonna maintain it the whole freaking time. And before you know it, it's gonna be the chorus. So get ready. Okay, you ready? It will say, here we go, the first time. You can hold a high plank, you can jog knees. Whatever you need. Here we go. Almost. You gotta move your muscle. Brand new dance. It's called a Cupid Shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Here we go. We'll show you how it goes. To the right. To the right. To the right. To the right. To the left. To the left. To the left. To the left. Kick, alternate. Now partners. Now do whatever you need. Pop the knees up and down. Hold that high plank. Challenge yourself today. You've got about 20 seconds, and I'm going to do the chorus 2 times in a row. Listen to the music. Ready? Stretch it out. You got it. Come back in 20 seconds. You got 2 more times. Woo! You're feeling good. Hold it. Just 2 more times, guys. Almost. Just one more time. To the right, to the right, to the right, the right, the right. To the left, to the left, to the left, the left, the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick, now. Now partners, last this is it. Woo! All right, friends. Option for down dog. Option for child's pose. The song is almost over. You can stretch. Enjoy. No, you're freaking awesome. You did it. Breathe into it. Stretch your spine. Take your elbows wide. Woo, yeah. Amazing. Yes. There's no more of that. That is over. That was amazing. Keep breathing a little bit deeply. Maybe open mouth exhales. Give your fur babes some love. Nice. I like the options there, Paul. Beautiful work today, everyone. Amazing. Take one more full breath in. Big breath out. Nice. Inhale, come forward to tabletop pose. Downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg up and back, scorpion, big inhale. Exhale, low lunge, grab a set of weights, lighter, heavy, up to you. Inhale, crescent lunge, come up to standing. All right, friends, we are going to hinge forward, let the arms hang. Face them back, wide rows, big breath in. Exhale, squeeze out and back. So your cactus arm, squeeze. Squeeze, you've got that long spine. Melt into the legs, press your front heel down. Open your heart, you're soft. For 8, 7, 6, 5, really pull back. 4, 3, squeezing those back muscles, 2, and 1. Hands to your heart, rise up, plant your left foot, so you're in a warrior 1. Straighten your front leg. Let the weights hang by your side, shoulders down your back, they face in. Hinge forward, keeping your belly active to that halfway lift. The weights will come about under your shoulders. Now face the palms back. Take a breath in, melt into the legs. As you exhale, press back. Lower and press. Feel the squeeze in the upper back. Latissimus dorsi, getting nice and squoze all those muscles around the backs of your ribs. Keep your elbows softly bent just a little so you're not hyperextending. Reach through the crown of your head. Bend as much as you need into your right knee and press it back. For 8, almost there. Keep squeezing, keep length in the neck. Last 5, 4, and 3. Hold and a little pulse in 2, 1. Press back, a little pulse right here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Hold your arms out in 4, 3. Keep reaching back, 2, 1. Keep your elbows there. Bend your palms so they're by your shoulders facing down. Elbows stay up and back. Inhale, exhale, press. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, press. Breathe and press just like that. Pull your left hip forward. Root down in your right foot. Pull your belly to your spine. Let those arms burn. You've got 4 more. 3, 2, hold it back on 1, pivot in and out with that hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to your heart. Woo! Come forward to that 1 leg halfway lift. The weights now can be under your arms. You're amazing. Take a breath in and exhale, Shiva. Lengthen and squeeze back knee to the back of your front calf. Lift the heel on the right foot. If you want a little more out of that calf muscle, stabilize your right leg though. So squeeze the inner thigh inwards towards the midline. Last 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Hold your leg out, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. 3-leg dog, stretch your right leg up and back, scorpion dog. Whoo, downward facing dog. Nice, friends. Inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge, grab your weights. Crescent lunge, rise. Back heel high on the toes. Start to get your hinge forward. Pull both hips together. Let your weights hang under your shoulders. Take an inhale, soften your shoulders down your back. Exhale, pull those cactus arms out nice and wide. About shoulder height. Lift and squeeze. Sink into your left heel. Press off the right toes. And feel the muscles in the back come to the midline. Open the heart, but keep the belly pulling in. Focal point will guide you, so find somewhere to kind of have a hazy gaze at. For 8, 7, just pull and row it up. 6, 5, 4, 3, bring your hands to your heart in 2, 1. Hands to your heart, warrior 1, plant your right heel, toes face the top right edge of your mat. Let your weights hang by your side, shoulders down your back, straighten your front leg. Pull your right hip forward, stretch that hip crease, hip flexor, and then start to hinge. Let the weights kind of come down under your shoulders. Press them so the palms face back. Take an inhale, pull your right hip forward. Exhale, press into your left heel, squeeze the arms up and back. Down, up. Put a lot of concentration on the right hip squeezing forward, the left heel pressing down, and the core driving up. Knit your ribs in, soften your neck, and squeeze. 8 more. Last 6. Pulse it at the top, and just 4 more. 3. Reach through the crown of your head. 2. Right here, hold it up. Pulse, 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 pulse. 4, 3, 2. Keep reaching out on 1. Bend your weights to your shoulders, elbows face back, reach forward, breathe in, exhale, press back. So bend the arms and press back. Your forearms come parallel to the ground as they palms face down, up towards your shoulders. Soften your neck, lengthen it, shoulders down your back, away from your ears. Let's go for 4 more. Press it back. 3, try to get them higher than your hips in the back. 2, last one, hold it up and back, in and out, pull, squeeze. 4 more. 3 to go. 2 more, last 1. Woo! Hands come forward and down, that one leg halfway lift. Walk your palms under your shoulders, coming forward. Take a breath in, point your right toes. Exhale, Shiva squat, hips lower than your heart. Lengthen, squeeze. Maybe lift your left heel, press off the flared toes. Woo. 4 more. 3, really squeeze the right glute when you extend your leg. Last 2. 1 more, give you 1 more. Squeeze, extend, hold for 4, 3, 2, take a breath in, and low lunge, breath out. Step it back to plank, chaturanga if you want it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sweep your left leg up and back just to stretch it out of scorpion dog. Downward facing dog. Nice, friends. Inhale, soft knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float to the top of your seat. Your mat, take a seat. And you can have your weights off to the side. Don't need the blocks. We're going to come down to your right side body, get a little oblique action. So lay all the way down, head is rested on your bicep, press your palm into the mat, lengthen your legs, point your toes, brace yourself with your left hand. Now bring your feet to the top opposite corner of your mat, so in front of you, and reach your top leg so it's as long as your bottom leg. Kind of shift it back onto your right hip so your hips stay stacked. On an inhale, lift the legs. On the exhale, lower. So you want to lift and lower, lift, lower. So you can let your head stay heavy on your hand. I know my neck and head like to lift. It's a challenge to keep it soft. Keep your heels glued together. Lift and lower. If you find this to be terribly difficult, that's okay. You can just take the left leg up. Try to hover the right leg a little bit. Either way, you've got 4 more. 3 more, really targeting those left upper obliques. Last 2. And 1. Now just hover just a little bit. Take your left leg all the way up and down. Soften your face. Let your head be heavy on your arm. Point the toes. Lift the left leg up and down. Keep that right leg up. Try to not let it touch the ground if possible. Last 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Little circles. Take little circles to the front. Little circles. Keep lifting that right leg. A little bit bigger circles for 4, 3, 2. Backward circles on 1. Take it back. Little circles to the back. Woo. And then 4. Big circles. 3. Keep lifting that right leg. 2. Last 1. Woo. Take your legs down. Come all the way to your back. Just roll onto your back. Ain't no pretty way to describe it. Just get there. Lengthen your legs long. Woo. Reach your arms for the sky. Shoulders tucked down your back. We're going to curl up to a seat and curl back down. So pull your navel to the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, reach up, rounding 1 vertebra at a time. Arms overhead, lift. And then round your low back, mid back, up back. Come back down. Keep your arms up over your shoulders. Reach up. Curl down. Curl up. And down. Woo. Just 4 more. Lift and reach. 3 more. Last 2. All the way up. 1. All the way down. Arms overhead. Nice. So this time we're gonna reach up and tap our right knee into our chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, tap your heel, right knee comes in. Boom, tap somewhere, maybe the heel. Lower down, alternate side to side. Exhale, lift, tap your left leg. Lower all the way, lift. Knit your ribs in, pull your low back down. Pull the belly down. Keep your spine long. Maybe give your knee a little kiss. Last 4. Last 3. Almost there, friends. You're killing it. 2. Last 1. Get there. All the way down. Woo. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Roll to your left side. Left arm extended in front of you to the top of your mat. Rest your left ear on your bicep. Lengthen both of your legs, point your toes, and bring your feet in front of you to the top corner, opposite corner of that mat. Brace yourself with your right hand. Hips are stacked. You're kind of on your left hip or glute. Take a breath in and lift. Down, up, glue your heels together, lift. Now I always have to roll a little bit more onto my glute, the side booty, because I have these really pointy hip bones that dig into the mat. It doesn't feel good. It's been like that my whole life. If I go camping or slept on the floor as a kid, it was just no good. So do you figure out that sweet spot? You can always lift one leg at a time. Left leg can stay down, but keep lengthening both legs so they're equal together. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift the left leg. Keep the right leg all the way up and down. Right leg action right here. Try to keep the left leg reaching long and hovered. Whoo. Make sure you're engaging that top right oblique muscles. The side body for 4, 3. Last 2. Little circles front on the top on 1. Little circles forward. Keep lifting your left leg for 4, 3. Bigger circles, 2. And 1, backward circles here, little ones. Left leg is hovering and big circles for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your legs, come to your belly. Stretch your arms in front of you, point your toes back. One last slide up. This time it's for your posterior chain, all the muscles on your back. Superman, super persons, whatever's. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift your head, neck, shoulders, reach your arms forward. Try to lift your thighs off the mat, point your toes. Down, up, down. Squeeze all the back muscles. Reach to the crown of your head. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1 and swim it out. Swim it out, paddle your feet, paddle your arms for 8, 7, squeeze your butt, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forearms can be a pillow, rest your forehead, maybe shimmy your hips or windshield wiper your feet as needed here. Big breath in and out. Awesome job today, friends. Make your way to your back. No more weights. We're out of time. If you can stay and cool down and stretch, be here. Plant your feet hips width distance apart. Take your right ankle over your left thigh. Supine figure 4. Stretch that outer hip. You just worked so hard. Draw your left knee in towards your chest. Lengthen your right knee forward. Go deep. Flex your toes. Walk your shoulders down your back. Start to cool your breath. Allow that to be the air conditioning unit for your body, as well as softening your muscles, pulling your torso to the sides of your mat. And to your arms out wide or cactus stem on the mat, and plant your left foot if it was lifted, shimmy your hips to the right and melt your feet to the left. So you're stacking your hips in the supine twist. Keep your look fabulous as it already is, and then gaze at the sky or over your right shoulder. We'll try to keep your right knee drawing up if that feels like it's serving you in your right hip. If not, you can kind of let it start to squeeze. You can even unwind and just stack the legs instead, finding your precious shape. And then gently unwind, come back through center, plant both feet on the mat, lengthen your spine long, pelvis is in the ground, all nice and juicy and good. Take your left ankle over your right thigh, flex your toes, draw your right knee up towards your torso, your chest, lengthen your left knee forward. And let your body pedal down, cool off with your breath. And if your right foot is hovering, go ahead and plant it. Shimmy your hips to the left side. Tear cactus your arms and melt your legs and sole of left foot to the right. Look up or to your left. Keep your knee drawing to the sky. Otherwise, you can stack your legs. And on the next inhale, unwind, plant your feet, lengthen your spine, draw your knees to your ribs, happy baby. Capture your thighs or capture your feet. And squeeze the knees down as you try to kick your feet up and away, but they won't go up because your arms are so strong pulling your legs down. And then you can rock side to side if that feels good across the low back, maybe extending through the legs if you want a little more hamstring stretch. We did a lot of legs today, as usual. Nice, friends. Maybe you take both legs out nice and wide, flex your toes, pull your feet towards the top of your mat, a little nice juicy 11. And then finally, hug it all in, ball pose, knees to chest, maybe wrap around your shins. Give yourself a little squeeze. Give yourself a little bow of honor and gratitude for your health. And then release when you're ready. Shavasana, corpse pose, legs long. Take your heels as wide or wider than your hips and walk your shoulders down your back. Flip your palms up to the sky. Have a gesture of thankfulness, giving gratitude as well as sharing in the universal energy, the chi, the prana that we cultivate inside our own bodies as well as share out with the world. That's why it's important to remember to smile, right? Smile more. Take some time to be still. Find your breath. Relax your body, soften your muscles. Let your bones take a nap. And one thing that I really love about our yoga practice is we take the time to acknowledge one another. You know, this kind of community, we're here for each other and we get to hold each other accountable. Even if we don't talk to one another, we're here and we're holding each other accountable. There's accountability. There's acknowledgement. There's some love that comes with all that. And one thing that I noticed with all my time in my new home in Hawaii is that there is lots of acknowledgement, even under the masks. People nod at you, you make eye contact all the time. And it just feels really good. And I come back to here and I notice in my journeys to the store around town that people are often too busy looking down, looking at their phones, or just looking right past you. There is no acknowledgement and it doesn't feel so good. So if anything, I challenge you all to acknowledge other people just a little bit more and see if that catches on, because it feels really good. So friends, take a last couple rounds of breath in your Shavasana, knowing you can stay. And if you'd like to move on, seal out practice. Start to find little wiggles in your toes and in your fingers. Wiggle the little piggy toes. Maybe roll out your wrists and ankles. Good morning stretch is there if you want it. Just free the front line of your body. Breathe. Maybe yawn. Oh, roll yourself into a little ball. Roll onto your favorite side. Maybe it's your right side. Bicep one more time as a pillow. This time it's different. Feels a little bit more generous and sweet and forgiving. And then with your eyes heavier closed, make your way up to that seat if that's where you choose to go. Sit comfortably, sit tall, and lean back so you feel your core light up, because that's what it takes for our posture these days. Option to bring your hands to your heart. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing and all the silliness we get to share in this space. It is sacred. I hold it very valuable. I hope you do too. I bring my hands up to my third eye space of light and intuition. I bow my chin to my chest in gratitude to each of you. From my heart, namaste. Thank you for being here and for another amazing class. You all make it go so good, and I'll see you next time.